my knowledge, I don't usually do videos like these, but something weird's been happening with the other videos that I don't usually do like these. They've turned out to be a little more usable than I expected. I mean, almost 1,000 views on the monitor arm video, helpful interactions with people on the KD-10 video. I mean, come on guys. So how about this? I've had an Xbox One X in my office here for quite some time. We turned into a 2 Xbox household. I don't know how long ago, but usually depends on what TV is where, or I guess monitor in this case. And right now, we've got the Series X in the living room because one, when I game nowadays, it's usually a family affair, but that's also where the LG OLED is too. So I might as well get those 120 frames while I can, because even though this thing, it's kind of tricky, does say it does 120 frames, I don't know, maybe they're counting the dashboard. There aren't any actual games on the Xbox One X that will push 120. So we'll get there. But that's one of the reasons I've been dragging my feet when it comes to upgrading the old Office Xbox. And I was kind of hoping one of these would go down in price. This is the Xbox Series S. It does do 120 frames, asterisk. It does have the SSD. Supposedly the Xbox One X still has an edge in the graphics department. But not too long ago, I mentioned on some video, I can't even remember, I accidentally bought two 2K monitors instead of two 4K monitors, which I did already have, but these were the, what they call the Ultra Gear, the LGs, and they did the 160 frames and all that. I thought I was upgrading, and I was in some ways, and I wasn't in others. Either way, I decided to stick with them. But the Series S caps out at 2K. So I'm not really missing out on these monitors anything. I'm not going to be trying to push actual 4K with this. And most importantly, I've come a long, long way in terms of digital. I used to be, I still am to some degree, kind of a holdout when it comes to owning physical media, certainly with games, because when I'm done, I sell them on eBay, I can recoup some of the cost. Well, they've made it so darn easy, and they have actually had the sales, which was the initial problem with digital, is that they wanted you to go all digital, but they wouldn't discount. Sometimes they would charge you even more. Well, it turns out that the same trick I used, waiting, is also what works for digital games, is eventually you can find them. But they do have the sales now, again, being the big difference. So I sprung for a Series S, and if you actually go to Costco right now, they might still have the deal. This particular one came with 20 bucks off in a bundle with a stereo headset, the current version. And after I sold that headset on eBay, and also sold one of my remotes, because this also comes with the remote, so I wasn't going to need the fourth that I already had. After I sold those, this altogether came out to less than half the price of a new Series X, which yes, I also did look at, but again, for how much I game, just isn't really necessary. So this is a first in a few ways, including the way that I didn't take off all the stickers before actually trying to open the stupid thing. But I've been sitting on it for a bit. Again, thought I would finally do one of these. Trying to make it as useless as possible for this old console that still pretty cool. Come on, look at this tiny thing. I'm going to save some space between this and the One X too. So, what if we do the whole get it out of the box and then unwrap it thing? I'm trying to be better about that. Is there a code on here that I just gave away to the entire internet? No, I don't think so. I guess we'll find out when I try and redeem it. Pretty simple unboxing, yet again, to go with all the others I've done lately. And yes, there's a booklet of sorts. Lately I've been just, because I keep the boxes in case I resell the thing. Lately I've just been keeping all the instructions in the boxes instead of my old technique of taking them out of the box and then filing them away somewhere for some stupid reason. I might not even need this thing. Do I? No. I'm going to say no. Back in the box with you. All right. So Xbox itself. I gotta say, maybe even since the 1X, Xbox has been winning all the design awards in my book. I mean, I gotta hand it to PlayStation for always going out on a limb of sorts, but this is just simplicity. Power cable, sure. I'll undo the whole thing again. While these videos aren't meant to be as useful as the actual useful videos out there, might as well do the whole thing, right? Maybe there's some ASMR folks out there that love hearing the plastic come off these cords. Maybe there's some people watching this that are looking up what's ASMR right now. It's not this. Not yet. Who knows? And the controller again. That I had an exact other one of. So no real surprises there, but batteries included. When you resell your controller, you don't include the batteries. Profit. Am I gonna go all the way, put the batteries in the remote? You tell me. Am I gonna go too far now instead of not far enough? Well, you'll never know. Because I think that's about it. Now what do I do for the after part of the video? Ooh.
Good day for a swell battle. It's on. and begin.
Working my parry.
You're up.